So guys, welcome to the garage. Today we're going to be doing a few motor tests with the JJRC Q60. So my one is upgraded, it's got a stock WPL 180 motor in it, and what I want to test that against is the stock JJRC 130 motor, and I've got this one from Aliexpress that's meant to be quite powerful. I can't quite remember the specs, I'll try and put them up for you. But I've got this one that I want to try as well, this 180. So the first test we're going to do is with the stock WPL one, the 180, using the stock battery for this, and I'm going to be using the 20 amp ESC that I use for all of my 1/16 scale trucks. Links in the description for all the bits and pieces that I'll be using today. I'm going to do a speed run. I know this thing isn't a speed machine, it's not to see how fast it goes, it's to compare the speed against the two other motors as well. So first test we're going to do the 180 WPL motor, do a speed run, and then we're going to do a climbing test. And I've got this piece of MDF here, and I've put some heavy duty spray adhesive on it, and that gives it a really nice sticky surface there. So we're going to do a climb on that, and we're going to do a speed test. So let's look at the WPL 180 tests first. So I've just been going back through the footage, and the 180 WPL speed test didn't record. However, I can confirm it was a 0. It wasn't going fast enough to record a speed. I think the minimum speed for this GPS might be 5, because every time if I move with it. So I've just been walking with this and it goes straight to 5. So obviously with the WPL 180 motor fitted, it's less than 5 kilometers an hour, and therefore it obviously read 0. Anyway, let's get to the climb. So we've got the Aliexpress 180 motor fitted now. I already can tell that there's a difference, quite a big difference in speed. So let's see if we can actually register something this time. Seven kilometers an hour. Yeah, much quicker. You can tell straight away that thing's quick. Let's see how it gets on climbing. So straight in now, at the height that the WPL 180 motor managed, and then we'll increase it if we can. Okay, so we made that height, let's increase it a bit more. Don't think it's going to manage it. As you can see, the faster motor, although yes, it gave it more wheel speed, it didn't really give it much more power for that steep climb. So the speed's there, but the torque's not. So what we're going to do now is, so I've put the stock JJRC motor in, and we're going to give that a quick speed test now, and then we're going to see how that does on the climb as well. So what's interesting is the stock JJRC motor is actually quicker than the 180 WPL. That's surprising. Let's see how it does on a climb. So we're in the original starting point that the other two done. Let's see how it gets on with that 130 motor. And this is about its limit. So I've adjusted it and this is about its limit, and you can see massive difference in the angle and the height of this 130, but even now it just about gets up that climb. So there you go, that was the motor test for the JJRC Q60, and as you can see, the 130, although it's got some good wheel speed over the WPL, it's definitely got no torque for this thing, so wouldn't recommend using this unless you just plan on doing a little bit of light sort of trailing and stuff. Now out of these two, the WPL 180, or I call it an upgraded 180, this has got like the much higher RPM, so much more wheel speed. Out of the two, not much difference at all in the climbing ability, and I think on loose gravel, dirt, mud, this may be the one to have. What I don't like about the WPL one is it's too slow really. Yes, it's got torque, but it's just not got the speed really to give it that extra bit of oomph to, you know, get anywhere. So I'm probably going to be using one of these for mine, unless I upgrade to a 2-speed or a twin motor, but definitely going to upgrade to one of these. What I am going to do though is I'm going to try and get the metal pinion off to put on here, because I had an issue with the motor shaft slipping inside the plastic, so definitely going to try and get the metal pinion on there. But I like these motors, really cheap. I'll put a link, like I say, in the description. I've got a couple of them, but yeah, so decent motor. Hope it helped with seeing a difference between sort of torque and speed and stuff like that. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you next time.